You have probably heard about this young man named Rampage Jackson, the son of the UFC legend Quinton Jackson, aka Rampage. But recently he got into a little bit of hot water after he actually punched out a wrestler and even continued punching him when he was knocked out. It was pretty crazy to see how it all went down. And we do want to make light of what happened, because this guy definitely deserves some payback for what he did to that poor wrestler. But let's talk about who Raja is, how he got started, why he got into trouble, and where he goes from here. Let's take a look. Rampage Jackson is a professional MMA fighter looking to make a name for himself in the world of wrestling. As the son of UFC legend Quinton Rampage Jackson, he has big shoes to fill, but is determined to forge his own path in the industry. Despite his last name, Raja is still relatively unknown in the world of wrestling, having only competed a handful of times. However, he has already made a name for himself in the MMA world and is looking to make the transition to wrestling. Recently, he gained notoriety for a particularly violent incident during a match that left many questioning the safety of the sport. But despite the controversy, Raja remains committed to his craft and is determined to succeed. Only time will tell if he can live up to his father's legendary status or blaze his own trail to greatness. If you ask me, I think he's on the right track. Raja made a name for himself in the early parts of his MMA career. He first competed back in 2023 and was able to show off his skills and gain some experience in the ring. In those fights, he really showcased his talent and potential, and people were excited to see where his career would go next. However, recently he had a bit of a setback in a fight against a tough opponent. Despite the loss, Raja remained positive and determined to learn from the experience and come back stronger than ever. And while his professional career has had its ups and downs, one thing is for sure: Raja's passion for the sport is undeniable. He is a natural athlete, with a drive and determination that can take him far in the world of MMA. As he continues to train and compete, it will be exciting to see how he evolves as a fighter and what new skills he brings to the table. Whether he wins or loses, Raja's dedication to his craft is evident, and it's clear that he is a force to be reckoned with. So what happened during this most recent fight that had people talking? Well, in his latest match, Raja found himself in a tough spot when his opponent got the better of him and knocked him down. As the crowd roared and his opponent closed in for the attack, it seemed like Raja was in trouble. But that's when something unexpected happened. In a shocking turn of events, Raja's opponent took things too far when he hit him in the back of the head with a knee. It was a move that caught everyone off guard and left many questioning the integrity of the match. Despite the blow, Raja managed to stay in the fight, showing incredible resilience and determination. But it was clear that his opponent's actions had taken a toll on him. As the match continued, the tension in the air was palpable as spectators watched intently to see how Raja would respond to the unfair attack. In the end, it was decided that the knee to the back of the head was a foul, and Raja was awarded the victory by disqualification. While it wasn't the outcome he had hoped for, it was still a win and a testament to his strength and perseverance. Despite the controversy surrounding the match, one thing was clear: Raja's fighting spirit and dedication to his craft are truly admirable. As the fight came to an end, there was a sense of relief and satisfaction among the crowd. Raja had shown incredible sportsmanship and resilience throughout the match, refusing to give up even when the odds were stacked against him. As he stood in the ring, the cheers of the crowd echoed around him, a testament to the respect and admiration they had for him. It was a moment of triumph, not just for Raja, but for anyone who had ever faced adversity and come out on top. As the night wore on, the memory of Raja's bravery and determination continued to resonate among the spectators. It was a reminder that no matter how tough the situation may seem, it was always possible to prevail if you had the courage and determination to keep going. However, the match didn't end without a bit of drama. As Raja's opponent was escorted out of the ring, he couldn't help but feel a sense of frustration and anger towards his opponent's actions. Despite the disqualification, he knew that he had lost the opportunity to prove himself in the ring. But as he took a moment to collect himself, he realized that it was all part of the game. In the world of MMA, anything can happen, and sometimes things don't go your way. But it's how you react that truly matters. With a deep breath and a newfound sense of determination, Raja shook off the disappointment and refocused on what was ahead. He had another match coming up, and he was determined to make it a good one. As the night drew to a close, Raja couldn't help but feel a sense of pride and accomplishment. He had faced tough challenges and come out on top. And as he looked to the future, he knew that he was ready for whatever challenges lay ahead. With his fighting spirit and determination, Raja was sure to go on to have a successful career in MMA. But let's get back to what happened during this match. When Raja's opponent hit him in the back of the head, it sent a shockwave through the crowd and even his own family. Quinton Jackson, Raja's father, and one of the most recognizable names in MMA history, was watching the fight intently and couldn't help but wince at the impact. Known for his explosive fighting style and knockout power, Quinton had trained Raja from a young age and had high hopes for his son's career. Seeing him get injured like this brought back memories of his own battles in the octagon, and he couldn't help but worry about the toll that MMA could take on his son's body. Despite the pain and controversy, Raja managed to shake it off and continue fighting. But as the match went on, it became clear that his opponent's actions had taken a toll on him. Even his mother, who was usually his biggest cheerleader, couldn't bear to watch as he struggled to stay in the fight. Yet Raja pressed on, refusing to give up despite the odds stacked against him. And in the end, his determination paid off. Despite the loss, he had shown incredible heart and resilience, proving that he had the makings of a true champion. As the crowd roared in appreciation, Quinton and his wife couldn't help but feel a sense of pride for their son. They knew that he had a long road ahead of him in the world of MMA. But they were confident that he had the talent and determination to make it to the top. Despite the pain and controversy, Raja had shown the world that he was more than just the son of Quinton Jackson. He was a fighter in his own right, and he was just getting started. Following the incident, Raja's father, Quinton Jackson, aka Rampage, took to social media to express his concerns for his son's behavior. In the video message, Rampage acknowledged that while he was proud of his son's fighting spirit, he also believed that the actions taken by Raja were unacceptable and uncalled for. Rampage urged his son to remember the values and discipline that he had been taught and to conduct himself in a manner that was befitting of their family name. He emphasized that while winning was important, it should not come at the expense of resorting to cheap tactics or putting the safety of others at risk. Despite the controversy, many fans of the Jackson family continued to support both Quinton and Raja. Recognizing that they are still learning and growing as fighters, the incident has sparked a larger conversation about the culture of violence in MMA and the need for fighters to prioritize safety and sportsmanship in their matches. As Raja moves forward in his career, it will be interesting to see how he responds to his father's criticism and whether he can regain the trust of his fans. One thing that sets Raja apart from other wrestlers is his signature move, which he calls the helicopter choke. This move is a variation of the traditional rear naked choke, but Raja adds his own unique twist that pays homage to his father's signature move, the Rampage Slam. In addition to his fighting skills, Raja also emulates his father's signature wrestling style, which involves a lot of trash talking and showmanship. This creates a sense of familiarity for fans of his father, making it easier for them to connect with Raja and root for him in his matches. Overall, Raja's fighting style and persona are a deliberate choice on his part to honor his father's legacy, while also establishing his own identity in the world of wrestling. However, it's important to note that not all fans appreciate this approach. Some feel that Raja is simply trying to capitalize on his father's fame, and that he lacks the skills and charisma to make it on his own. Nevertheless, Raja remains committed to his craft and is determined to make a name for himself in the world of wrestling, with or without his father's help. In conclusion, Raja Jackson has a bright future ahead of him in the world of wrestling. While he may face challenges along the way, his passion for the sport, training regimen, and unique fighting style will surely take him far. Fans of his father's work will appreciate the similarities between the two, while new audiences will be drawn to Raja's exciting fighting style and charismatic personality. As he continues to hone his skills and gain experience, it will be exciting to see what the future holds for this rising star in the world of professional wrestling. Thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like and comment below. We'll see you in the next one.